This conference will now be
Hey, hey,
recorded.
hey. Eric, are you on?
Yep, I'm here.
Hi, Eric. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good. Are you excited for tomorrow?
There's some excitement, there's some nerves, but yeah.
Good. Good. Angie, are you on? Hello, hello.
Yes, I am.
Hi, Angie.
Hi.
And Zach, I see that you're on. Zach? Martine, I see you're here.
Hi, this is Zach. Can you hear me?
Hi, Zach.
Hello.
Martine, you're here.
Yes.
Hi, Martine. Hi, you
Hello.
guys. I'm so glad that you guys are here. Good. We've got a good group here tonight. That's awesome.
Eh.
Hey, I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody for now, and then
Okay.
I'm going to show you my screen so everybody can see my screen. If you guys would just let me know in the chat that you can see my screen, that would be awesome. Just type a little message that says, yes, you can see my screen. Oh, good, 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 good. Okay, everybody can see it. That's awesome. Okay, you guys, so tonight I wanted to talk with you guys, first of all, and I'll give you the chance to mute or unmute you when I can here, but I wanted to touch base with everybody tonight about their database. That is the first item on the list tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and unmute everybody. So everybody's unmuted. Angie, I'll start with you. How you got your database completed?
I do have it completed. It's in the Excel spreadsheet. However, I can't. I think I need to go to KV Core to upload that, and I was
Right.
waiting for my email address to get fixed.
Okay.
And I am not getting any feedback or know really who to contact on that. John, he emailed me earlier today. I was gonna go see if I could figure that out at some point. And then
Okay.
I thought, well, I guess it's not the end of the world that it says Angela, so I did.
Right.
I went on to KV Core and just, I don't know, half an hour ago, and it says, sign up or whatever. So it says, congrats, you have completed the sign up form for KV Core and are in the queue to be set up, and it takes up to 10 days.
Yep. Perfect. Okay. So, Eric, you recently got set up on KV Core. How long did it take you? Do you remember?
It was probably about that 10-day mark, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good. So Angie, you've got that done. So once we get your KV Core set up, then you need to let me know, and I will walk you through importing all of your people from your database into KV Core. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see, Eric, how are you doing with your database?
Well, I've got the 100 put together. I've just kind of been making sure that I've got the contact info for everybody plugged in. I had everybody's mailing address, but I did not have everybody's email and cell phone number. So I've just kind
Okay.
of been working on plugging that in, and we're starting to get near the end where I'm close to 100% updated on that.
Okay. And how many contacts do you have, Eric, in your database?
Well, I've got, I mean, technically I've got like 350, but I narrowed it down to 100 that, I think that was the recommended number, right? Was 100.
Yes. Yep.
So I've got
Yep.
100 strong. Yep.
Okay, super. So that's the goal, you guys, is to have at least 100 people in your database that you either personally know, that are friends of yours, friends of your spouse, your neighbors, people that you believe, without a shadow of a doubt, would certainly go ahead and refer to you, okay? So that's the goal with the number of people in your database. So, Eric, you believe then you've got about 150 people then that for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, you know that they would refer business to you.
No, what I I think I don't think I came across clearly. I actually had an initial list of 350, but then I was able to pare it down to 100 pretty easily. And of those 100, I do feel really confident that those 100 people would refer me. You know, I probably could have put another 20 to 40 on there that I know pretty well, but
Okay.
either not local or whatever, or their sister is a realtor or something like that.
Oh, sure, sure. Okay, good, good. So I see that John just joined us. Hi, John.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, thanks for hopping on.
You bet. This is good. Like it.
Okay, okay. So next up is Martine. Martine, how are you coming with your database and getting it completed?
Oh, I'm good.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So how many people are in your database that you think would refer business to you before anybody else?
I have 100.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you have 100 friends, 100 family members or neighbors or people that you're for sure that would do business with you.
Oh, not family member, but people that I know.
Okay, good, good. Zach, you're up. How are you coming along with your database?
I told you earlier that I'm gonna kind of skip this step for now.
Okay. So you have some people in your database, right?
Not technically. Yeah, I have some people in mind that I didn't start compiling.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, just anybody that you know, Zach, from work or people that your wife knows from work, any friends that you have, neighbors. I know that you don't know a lot of people here yet, but I would really encourage you to get somewhat of a database put together, even if it's only, 10 names, okay? Because there are some really important steps, you guys, that, again, I just have to stress how important the database is. It has been described to me as a living, breathing, workable document that we need to be working in all the time. And with our database, you guys, this is something that I work with every month. And so that's what I really wanted to get you guys to the point was to get you guys set up with your database, get all your people into Page4, get them started on campaigns. And then what I wanted to share with you guys is something that I do each month is I have what is called an item of value that I send out to my clients each month. And I'm going to go ahead and find that here. And what an item of value is something that talks about, real estate in general, or maybe how the market is going. Maybe it's a market report that you send them. And so every single month, my database, my past clients are getting something from me right around the first of every month. So let's see if I can find an example here of what I use. For instance, let's see. One thing that you guys could do, this would be really cool actually, and I can send this out to you, is anything that I have, you guys, I'm willing to share. I think I've told you that, and I mean that. Anything that I have, I'm totally willing to share with you guys. But some of the different things, ultimately the point is to stay in front of our database as much as possible. We want to be front of mind to the people in our database so they don't forget about us. So this would be, for instance, if you, this is just a home buying guide that I have. And this is a 6-page document that goes kind of very briefly goes through the process of home buying. And so this is something that you guys could use and send out to your database. This is just one example of many that I have. So for instance, in November of 2018, this was something that I sent out to all my everybody in my database. And this was something that I mail out, or I print out, and then I mail it to them. And for instance, for November, it was purposely give thanks. And so it just talks about different things to be grateful for every day. And then it's thanking them for their referrals. And just kind of count your blessings with a gratitude journal. This is what I send people, this type of information. This is what I send out every month. So if this is something that you guys want, if you want help with me creating that for you, or give you some different ideas on what to send out, I can certainly help you with that. But I would really encourage you guys to be doing something monthly, a physical piece of mail that you're sending out to your database, including your business card, okay? And then the other part that I do is I send out every month kind of a follow-up email to what I sent out at the first of the month. And so then what I'll do is I'll send out an email about the 15th of every month that just says, hey, this is Reagan. Hey, I just wanted to make sure that you got my marketing piece that I sent out to you at the beginning of the month. I just wanted to reiterate to you how grateful I am for your business in the past. And I look forward to helping you or your family members or friends with purchasing or selling a home in the near future. Please don't forget about me, kind of thing. And so that's what I do each month. And then each month, you guys, so I told you guys to try for 100 people in your database. So then if you take 100 and divide that by 12, what that actually, let's see, what does that equate to? Let's see, calculator, where is that? Here it is. Okay, so 100 divided by 12. So there's 12 months in a year. If you have 100 people in your database, that's approximately 8.3 people per month. So what I then do, so I would just round that up to 9, okay? And so what I do each month is I send 9 people a little gift in the mail. And when I talk about a gift in the mail, what I'm talking about there is these pop buys. So let's see, we will, let me see, I'll have to give you an example of one of these. Let's see, we don't want that. Close all tabs. Okay, so let's do this one. So what I'll do is these are tags that you can print out, and then what you do is print these out, put them on a little piece of construction paper, cut them out. There's 6 tags to a sheet. So then what I do is 9 clients or past clients or people in my database, each month I'm going to either stop by and drop them off a little gift. So like this one says, you and your referrals are absolutely amazing. Thank you. And oh, by the way, I'm never too busy for any of your referrals. And so what I do then is I will get, a bag of apples or just one apple, and I will just take the tag and punch a hole in it, put some twine or some ribbon in it, and then attach that to the bag of apples. And then I will pop by their house. Or what I will do, I mean, it's kind of hard to send an apple in the mail, but for some smaller things, what I've done, and just to save time, is I've actually sent these in the mail, these pop by tags with a little gift in the mail. And so I do that once per month. So that is the way that I have been taught to stay in front of my database. And I will tell you that it works well. I've been, this is my 5th year in business, you guys. And I get, referrals now, which is amazing. And I do believe it's part of, I get these referrals from past clients because I am constantly staying in contact with them. So as you guys can see in my folder, I have gobs and gobs and gobs of these pop-by tags. And I also have gobs and gobs of these item of value flyers. So I've got a bunch. So again, if this is something that you guys want to do and start implementing in your business, I am totally happy to do that and share those ideas with you. And because we have to stay in front of our database. I mean, if we don't have our database, we don't really have a business unless we're getting referrals from another source. Excuse me. So this is part of something I do every month. This is part of my business plan. And so I'm going to go ahead and unmute everybody and ask each of you now, kind of open it up to see what you guys are doing with your database every month, and if this is something that you think you'd like to do, or something similar to this. So Angie, I'll go ahead and start with you.
I think that'd be fun. I think it'd be a great idea. If I could get the examples sent to me, then I would for sure try to fit that in my schedule to hand out.
Okay, great. Yeah. It really is a good idea. I mean, and here's the other part of it. I know I was taught when I was at Keller Williams that we as agents have to be willing to do other things that other agents aren't willing to do. And I don't mean just do them once or twice. I mean do them on a consistent basis. And so this is something that I've been doing very consistently. And I do believe that it pays off. And so, John, I'm sure that you have heard that as well, being a former Keller Williams agent, about being willing to do things that other agents aren't willing to do and do them consistently.
Yes, absolutely. I think you hit that in the head too. Anything you do, you can't just give it a run for, maybe a month or two. You've really got to be committed to it and have the message going out, because then it doesn't become authentic for you. So you're really, it's going to feel weird and strange, and you're going to be a little uncomfortable. But I always believe in if you are comfortable, then you're not going to grow. So you really got to extend yourself out. But yeah, some good information here, Reagan, and some good advice. Just you got to stay consistent with it and do it.
Okay, so John, is there anything that you're doing like that with your database every month?
I don't send out a lot of mailers and different things like that, but I do call through my thing, and I always try to take out once a week at least 2 people to coffee.
Oh.
Just to kind of have that conversation that, and granted, maybe it doesn't always happen every 2 people every week, but that's the goal going into it, stating that, it's just a chance to, if you can work it into your schedule, kind of get in front and just have a conversation, not so much just constantly, hey, you got any referrals? It just gradually comes down to that at the very end of it. So it's just getting out there, and even if it's once a week, you guys, or maybe even set up 2 a month. I mean, just start somewhere. I think it would be a good place to start and just kind of get people in a comfortable setting for you. And it definitely comes around.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome advice. You guys, one of the things that I did my very first year of real estate is it was a goal of mine to take somebody to coffee every single day. And so I would get on the phone and I would call loan officers. I would call home inspectors, or anybody that I could think that would do business with me, or I could do business with them. I made that a goal to make sure to take somebody out to coffee every single day. I even remember my very first year in real estate, my first full year, I spent over $5,000 at Starbucks that year. And I remember that plain as day. I don't pay attention to it anymore. But I remember that was something that was really hard for my husband to understand when I first started. And we didn't have the money for me to go out to Starbucks every day and to take somebody out to Starbucks, but we figured it out. We made it work. And I will tell you that I think that those meetings were very valuable in my first year of real estate. And you guys are all within your first year of real estate. I mean, John, you are not, but the rest of everybody on the call is. And
Right.
it's just another way for you guys to get out there and get in front of people so you get comfortable doing that. And I think that you guys should be out there meeting every loan officer in Sioux Falls and home inspector and doing those kinds of things. Because otherwise, you're not going to get out there.
Yeah, and I'll just piggyback off that, Reagan, too. Sorry for just, I know it's your training.
Oh,
here,
you're fine.
no, I think
Fine.
that's a great thing, too, as you guys are developing a database. You want to also start having a vendor list. And I think those are the conversations, the professional people that you're going to be able to, when somebody asks for, you know, a certain type of handyman or anything, an accountant or mortgage, I mean, you have those resources and you can feel comfortable, and it makes you the professional and you're bringing value to them, and that lasts a great impression. So yeah, if you don't have a vendor list going, and reach out to them, invite them. Most people will, if you don't want to do a coffee, but that's a great way to say, hey, let me buy you a cup of coffee. It's an investment, but it will really pay off
Right.
as you develop and culture that relationship, you guys. Good advice.
Yep. Okay, so you guys, I have a list of preferred service professionals that I have put together since I started real estate. And these are some of the people that I do business with on a regular basis. And these are people that you guys can call and, you know, introduce yourselves to them and ask them, you know, to meet you for coffee. They want to do business with you guys, I promise. So as awkward as you might think it is to call these people up, I promise you they want to hear from you. And they want to do business with you. They want more referrals too. But this would be a good, if you guys are not sure who to get started with or start calling for preferred, you know, vendors, you could use this list and, you know, expound upon it. So if that's something that you guys want, just let me know. I'm happy to do that. So next up, Eric.
Okay, there I'm unmuted. Yeah, I try to do a lot of the coffee meetings or sometimes a cocktail, depending on the day. And early on too, when I first started doing this, you know, I through my previous career having sold window coverings, I knew a lot of people, I guess, in the home improvement industry. So where I really focused a lot of my time was making some of those lender relationships and title company relationships.
Sure.
I admittedly have not done as good of a job doing, you know, looking into some of the things that you've got on the list here. But I want to try to work on some of those things, and I like going out for coffee, and you know, I definitely see the value in, you know, in spending a few bucks to do it. Yeah, it stinks, but you know, to your point, you know, you're building relationships with some people, and away from the office is a great place to do it too, because then people kind of let down their guard and I think are a little bit more genuine sometimes. So, in regards to my database, you know, I try to. You know, I've been trying to just do a text here and there, and just I don't always bring up, you know, I don't always bring up, hey, do you know anybody that wants to buy or sell a house? Because after a while, like if that's the only reason that you're interacting with people, people aren't going to be referring people to you anyway. So like I just try to stay in front of people. You know, I definitely need to do a little better job, and I think that the those little tags, you know, that you have are kind of a cute idea, and I kind of like getting like actual mail anymore. That's not a bill. Or a, you know, or a utility bill or something. So like,
Yeah.
I think there's something to be said about the novelty of getting an actual piece of mail that has value to it nowadays too.
Right. Okay. Well, good. Martine.
Yes.
Is this the Popeye or the Popeye ideas and the monthly mailers to your database? Is that something that you could foresee yourself doing?
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Mhm.
Martine, how are you doing with getting out there in front of other lenders or other people and going to coffee and meeting potential people you could do business with? How are you doing with that?
Oh, I'm meeting one tomorrow for
You're
coffee.
what?
I'm meeting a lender for coffee tomorrow.
Oh, good. Good. And did you call that lender on your own or
Well, we kind of go back and forth. He has a couple classes about VA, so I went there a couple times, and
okay.
his time wasn't good for us to meet, then he called me up and
Okay.
he wants to have coffee. Yeah.
Well, good, good. Okay, well, that's awesome. So, you guys, I would really encourage you to do at least one appointment per week
Mhm.
with a vendor, like a loan officer or even the title companies. You know, they'll sit down and talk with you too. So, I would really encourage at least once per week doing that. Zach, are you still with us? I see that you just sent a message about emailing you guys the vendor list, and yes, I would be happy to do that and send that out to you, no problem. Zach, can you see where doing these pop buys and doing these items of value, do you think that is something that will help you with your business as you get going?
Yeah, I think that's very helpful. And also, like my broker that I purchased house with, she's been sending me small gifts and small kind of
Oh,
cute things
yeah,
now and then. So I think that's really
good. So that's something then, you've gotten those in the mail then, so that's something that I suppose resonates with you and keeps her in front of your mind, so to speak.
yeah. And then also she sent once kind of like mail reminding me to I'm not sure how it's called, like something like related to homeowner occupancy. You have to call county.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was very useful because kind of saves me money or
Right. Yeah, that's awesome. So that's your, real estate agent, you guys, taking care of you after the sale. And I just think that as long as we stay in constant communication or contact with our past clients or our database, that's only going to further allow them to see the value that we bring as real estate agents, that we're not just those people that stick a sign in their front yard and sell their house and never talk to them again. And so that's where we as real estate agents can really make our mark by doing things that other agents aren't doing on a consistent basis and showing our value of who we are and showing that we really care about our clients. So that's, you guys, what I wanted to talk to you about today, to see if that was something that interests you, or if something that you would like to get started in your business. I wanted to kind of throw that out there and help you guys see the value of that and see if I can help get that implemented for you in your business. So if you guys, I don't have anything else tonight. That's what I wanted. That was on my agenda to talk to you guys about. One thing I know while John is on, I'm going to mention this again while John is on, because John is the one who sent out the email to everybody about OpCity referrals. I wanted to mention that if you guys have not signed up for that, to please do so, because I have gotten some referrals.
Yeah, Reagan, how have the referrals been for you? I've gotten a couple myself. So how's it been for you?
Okay, so the one that I guess that I really thought was going to be good, I guess he had told the OpCity person that he was pre-approved, ready to go, and wanted to purchase in the next couple of months. Well, then when I got on the phone with the gentleman, he's like, "No, I'm just looking." And so then I have tried reaching out to him since, and haven't heard anything from him yet. But yeah, I mean, how have they been for you, John?
Yeah, I would say with that, and I guess everybody for the newer agents here too, I got to double check because I had sent out one batch of the agents that were listed. We probably started this, I want to say, was that 2-3 weeks ago, Reagan? I think I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'll get that updated, and really what it is, it's a company that it's working with EXP. There's no fee to do, you guys. So, but it's like anything, it's just about follow-up, and it's one of those platforms that you'll be notified to help someone, and you'll want to kind of keep in touch, right? It's not going to be a one phone call and not call back. Right. You want to put them on a little rotation and a nurture if you need to. But obviously, if they're ready, the one I just had here, actually just yesterday, Reagan, I've got them. I downloaded sent them my app for my lender, and they used it right away. And they have a meeting now Monday morning with them, and then we have a meeting right after that to get them signed up for their buyer agency. So that's another great thing, you guys, to think when you're sitting down with lenders. If they have a mobile app of some kind, again, it just gives you an opportunity to capture their opportunity to help them and gets the ball rolling for them, because a lot of people they don't do this every day like we do. So if you're prepared that way and get things right away, because it's a timing thing. Wouldn't you agree with that, Reagan? You know, as soon as you get that information to them, they'll act on it. So absolutely.
Right. So John, that's awesome. So I guess what I want everybody to know about OpCity is that if you end up closing a deal, that there is a fee that you will pay at the end. Correct, John?
Yes, yeah, and I was just going to go into that, Reagan. Basically, what it is, you'll have to kind of update your lead, which helps you keep top of mind awareness with them, where you're at with them in the process. But you have to be committed to doing it. I believe it's once a week or every other week at least, because you'll get notifications when you need to update your referral. Okay, so as long as you update that, and then once you get to closing, if it's $150,000 home or less, you're going to see a 30% referral fee go to that OPC city. And then if it's anything above 150, it's 35%. So there is a little bit of that, but again, there's no cost and there's no thing you have to do unless you close. So it's just another way to drum up some extra business and again, use that as an opportunity to polish your skills and use it. Yeah, it's an opportunity, but there is a little fee with that. So.
Yep, absolutely. Well, awesome. Okay, you guys. So does anybody else have any questions or comments or things they want to see covered? Does this training help you guys?
I wanted to ask about just getting initial startup here. So for email address, for instance. So I don't know if it'll be able to be changed to Angie. So, but I have Angie Pendergast at exprealty.com. I was wondering, I also have the sold by Angie at gmail.com. And I didn't know, are we going to get an email address that is related to the RL Realty Group? I'm trying to get my business cards created, and I'm trying to put things on Facebook and
Sure.
And I don't know what to do for email. I don't know what to do for website.
Yeah, so your website is going to be your website through KV Core, and that will be, Eric, what is the name of your website?
Mine is just ericanderson.exprealty.com. And it is a secure site, so you have to type in like the HTTPS or whatever. But I think you can just put in ericanderson.exprealty.com and then you get right to it.
Right. Yep. So Angie, that will be your website. So it'll be Angie, your last name at exprealty.com. Now what I did, you guys, is I actually bought another domain name. So it's called All Homes for Sale in Sioux Falls. And then I had KV Core update my domain name. So now that is my domain name for my KV Core website.
Yes, just to mention that too, when anything with Enterprise and SkySlope, you'll have to use your eXp Realty address.
Email address.
Yeah, so, but yeah, you're right. I also have a domain that I went to GoDaddy.com. You guys can do that. I mean, I have buying or selling blackhills.com. So that's where all my other lead generation feed sites are using that domain URL. Okay.
Yep. And that's where I got my domain also, was from GoDaddy. I want to say I pay $14.99 a year for it. So that's an option, guys, if that's something you want to do. Angie, in regards to your email address, I don't know if they're going to be able to change that from Angela to Angie. John, did you hear any more about that today?
I'm sorry.
I submitted HitTicket to change my email address. I want to be Zach instead of Zelko, and they said that my DBA with with commission should be Zach, which it is, and then onboarding team has to make some changes. Then IT team can probably change. So basically, you have to send note to commission that Angie is going to be your name that you're going to use in your daily business, and then again, I guess EXP can do something. I'm still waiting for an answer, but that's my understanding what's going on.
Okay.
Okay, and then are you guys, when you get into the world, some of you there too, are you going to Agent Experience?
I've not gone there yet, John. No.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, there's a lot of great information within the world. So if you go into the world and you drop down menu, there's live support. That's the beauty thing about it is, yeah, you can do the email, but take advantage of that. And they're there till 8 o'clock Pacific time. Someone can help you there. But when you get into it, just go to and you'll be able to see, like, I believe there's an onboarding service as well, but it's just Agent Experience is a great one to start with. And they'll can direct you in there, but I usually have better results, and I encourage people to do that route.
Okay. So John is saying for you guys to go into the EXP world and go into Agent Experience,
Yep.
and they will direct you from there and give you the advice and tools that you need.
And there's also an icon or a selection. It's a drop-down menu, you guys, as well. So it says go to. So there's an agent onboarding, which if you're not completely onboarded, that's going to be further developing. But those are two things you definitely can visit, and there'll be somebody there that can help you.
Okay, so one thing about the website, I went to angela.pendergast.exprealty.com. And so maybe it's because KV Core isn't set up yet. It says,
Right.
Okay, it says your connection is not private. Attackers might be trying to steal your information from angela.pendergast.exprealty.com.
Yeah, if you just submitted the request today, your website's not going to be up yet. So you've got to, once you get the email, Angie, from KV Core, they will send you an email that will have your username and your password. At that time is when you can go into your KV Core website.
I think, yeah, it takes usually on average about 5 to 7 working days, I believe.
Yeah, they on the website or on in EXP Enterprise it tells or says 7 to 10 days.
Okay,
so,
no, okay.
Yeah, just pay attention to your email because it's going to come through your email when it's ready.
Okay, and as far as my email address, I just wait to see if they can change it, or will we have one that says RL Realty Group like you have for?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Nope. It'll just be your EXP. I am not an official team with EXP.
Okay.
And I don't want to become an official team with EXP.
Okay, that's fine. I just wondering.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. Katie Johnson has RL Real Estate Group email because she was also my assistant for quite a time, and so that's why she has Katie at rlrealestategroup.com. But no, the email that you guys get from EXP, that will be your official, email address. So regarding the change for your name, what John is suggesting is for you to go into the world and go into Agent Experience.
Yeah, I have it open right now. I have EXP World open right now, but it says I need to download it to my PC, and then I'm worried that I'll get off the call if I try to make changes to my computer.
Oh, yeah, just wait till we're done, and we're almost done. So.
Yeah. So I'll just wait to buy the business cards then until everything's set up. And
yeah, and you don't have to buy any business cards to begin with. You get 1,000 business cards for free.
That's what I meant. Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Does anybody else have anything?
I have a question. Do you guys know any lender that offers zero closing cost?
No. No. And John, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but there are no lenders that are even allowed to offer zero closing costs. Is that correct?
I spoke with somebody from Keller Williams. So Keller Williams now they have
Oh,
Yeah, Zach, that was something too that came under some scrutiny with that. You got to be careful because how they can advertise that. Trust me, when you break it down, I've been experienced with it. Nothing ever comes free. They might like to say advertising that way, but you got to look at somewhere in the loan. Either it's a higher interest rate or something. Not saying
right.
for sure that, but you want to make sure you do your due diligence on some of that because I always encourage people anyway that I work with. I mean, I have a group of lenders that I really work with a lot because I know their fees are great and I know what the service they provide. And sometimes having people kind of compare some things, they can really start to see where the difference is.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
people really jump at that. No money. I mean, I would be very careful on that and wondering kind of where's the, underlying factor. Because
Yeah, I absolutely know that there is a catch that, if you don't
And
pay.
I wouldn't say it's a catch. I would just say you want to be very careful breaking because everything is going to have to be fully disclosed on all their fees. So I would just really line them up kind of side by side and see where the true value is, the savings. So I wouldn't want to say there's a catch. And I'm not trying to make it sound like it's not. It might show it there, but
I'll call it a catch, John.
What's that? I'm sorry.
I'll call it it's a catch. I have no problem calling that.
I'll let you do that. For myself, I won't. No.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I'm fine with saying that. So
yeah, I would just say just make sure you really check everything. When you really sit down, make sure, everything.
No. I mean, what Keller Williams offers, it's only for their clients, so it's not something that I can use. But just as a selling point for them, it's kind of powerful when they present that to clients.
Right.
So I was wondering if we have anything like that. I know I checked the XP website. We don't have any preferred lenders. So I'm just wondering if you know somebody in the area that kind of has some similar type of deals that we can kind of present,
Yeah, and again, Zach, that was Keller Mortgage is its own entity. They're not it's almost like going to Quicken Loans and things like that. They're not a local lender, so it's going to take a different buyer. So if they're comfortable doing everything online, that could be an option. But I really believe in having someone local on the ground, so they know they have that person that they can meet with. And some people really elect to go that route. So it's going to be you're going to have those people that can do things online, which is fine, but that's really what it is. It's just Quicken Loans. Yeah.
And the thing is there is no zero closing costs. They can advertise that all day long, but it is not zero closing costs. They're being charged in the loan origination fee. They are being charged a higher interest rate. They don't have anybody local here, so it's not anything. I have talked to several lenders in Sioux Falls, and it's not anything that any of the lenders in Sioux Falls are even worried about. With Keller Mortgage, because it is just not a good deal for people typically. And the other part of that is you cannot do with Keller Mortgage, they do not take loans under a certain price point, and they cannot do South Dakota Housing first-time homebuyer the down payment gift funds. They don't have that either. So for those of you on the call tonight, I really want you to find a local lender in Sioux Falls. I want you to find more than one. I can direct you to who I go to. I go with they were Marketplace Mortgage. Now they are National American Funding. They also have an awesome app that you can send to your clients that Eric and I actually learned about today. And Katie was there at the Lunch and Learn. But I really want you guys to do your due diligence and go out and introduce yourself to other lenders in Sioux Falls, because I promise you they want your business. And again, the whole zero closing cost thing, I don't believe that. I've talked to other agents about it or other loan officers about it. It is not zero closing costs. So nothing is for free. And so again, what I want you to remember is just please go out and find loan officers that you are going to be comfortable doing business with and sending your clients to. Is there any other questions, you guys, or comments or concerns that John or I could answer for you?
I don't have anything.
Okay.
I don't have anything.
Okay. Well, you guys, John and I are both here to support you 100%. So if you need anything, please, please, please do not hesitate to reach out to us, okay?
Okay.
And if you guys,
Hey, Reagan,
yeah,
would you be able to send your preferred service professionals and
Yeah.
maybe like maybe just one or two of your pop buys and your item of value so I could send something out?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be happy to do that. I'll get that prepared tonight. I have another training call at 6:30 with another client. So I will send that out later tonight, okay, you guys?
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
All right, you guys, have a good rest of your week. Thanks, everybody.
You too.
Yeah, and one
Thank
thing
you.
too, Reagan. One thing, everybody on the phone, everybody
Yeah.
that's still here.
Yeah.
Yes.
How is everybody with forms? Because I know there's been some change, so I have to review forms. And I'd mentioned to Eric on our team meeting here on Tuesday, but I would want to see if you guys were open. I was thinking about doing a Friday kind of a quick overview on forms with you guys. Kind of start there. If you guys would be interested, let me know.
Yeah, that'd
Sure.
be great.
That'd be great.
Okay.
Sure.
So I'm tentatively planning for would be 11 o'clock your guys' time on Friday. And
Okay.
I'll send out an email, but we'll just on Friday, 11 o'clock your guys' time, just to kind of go over a couple of the forms, just to kind of get familiar. And I'll try to do that more with you guys and Reagan if you guys go over forms. But I thought that's just a good way to make sure you guys are getting that taken care of. And I understand some of the changes as well because I don't use your forms all the time. So at all, actually.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that sounds great.
Can you record that? Because I'm at work until 5.
Till 5 every day? Okay, we'll figure, some type of a recording option here if we can. Sometimes it's good to see it when you have it in person, but we'll work something out.
Okay, thanks.
Sounds great, you guys. Talk to you later.
Bye.
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 Thanks, Reagan.
Thank you.